Hey there, let's take a look at your home office environment. Okay, let's just bring me in here. Okay, so it sounds pretty obvious really, but in your home office you're going to need a desk and a chair. It's an absolute necessity, and it's the minimum that you need. You're going to have to sit down somewhere, and you're going to have to put your PC or your laptop somewhere. So it's not a healthy thing to do to be sitting on your couch with your laptop on your knee. You're going to end up with back problems if you're going to work from home for any length of time. You need a desk and a chair and PC or laptop. I also recommend that you get at least 2 monitors. I for years and years I've had 2 monitors. I'm looking at 2 monitors here while I'm doing this. It was amazing the difference when I got a second monitor. The amount of work I got through increased massively just by having a second monitor. And just as a nice little story, somebody once asked the author Terry Pratchett why he had 6 monitors, and his answer was, because I don't have room for 8. So I don't necessarily recommend you have 6 or 8 monitors, but certainly if you have the space, have 2 monitors. It really will make a massive difference to your productivity. Other things that you're going to need are notepads and pens. Not everything that you do is going to be online, and just making notes, doodling, or just all these things that you do with your hands, little things with your hands. They actually make a difference to your mental health. Strange as it sounds, just sitting there fiddling with a pen or making notes or doodling, it does make a big difference. Okay, communication. When you're in your home office, you are isolated. There is no getting around that. You are isolated. So you need to set up good communication lines. One of those things that you need in your home office is your work email. Now, what I recommend in terms of productivity is that you have your work email switched on at certain times of the day. You check your email at certain times of the day, respond to emails at certain times of the day, and the rest of the day you have it switched off. Turn it off. Email is an absolute time killer. Your work phone, the phone that your boss gives you at work so that you're available. Yes, you're going to need that in your office because your boss needs to get in contact with you. Try to arrange with your boss times of the day where you are going to be available for your work phone, and other times switch it off, because again, work phone is something that will kill your productivity. So you've got to have your work phone with you, available in your office, but it doesn't have to be on at all times. You don't have to be available to your boss every second of every day. Talk to him or her and try to arrange a convenient time where you are going to be available in your email and in your phone, and even by webcam. If you're going to Skype, make sure that your boss knows you're going to be available at some times but not available at others. And this is all it's all about getting good productivity and getting lots of work done while you are working from home, and hopefully your boss will see this in the right light and will understand exactly why you're doing this. Ultimately, your boss should see that productivity is what it's all about, and if you're not being productive because you're on your email, you're on the phone, you're on the webcam, you're not getting work done, and he's not going to be happy with that. Okay, so that's your home office environment, but beyond your home office, you have your home, and this is where your family is, this is where your TV is, and you're going to interact with the wider world in your home. And this is your personal mobile phone. So this is something that you have in your home, but it doesn't go in your office. Your phone, your personal mobile phone, leave it outside your office. Switch it off. It's not a part of your office. Your personal email, don't have it switched on when you're in the office. That's somewhere else. That's in your home life. It's not in your work life. Leave your personal email outside the door. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, if they're not a part of your job, then you leave them outside. There's nothing worse than Facebook for killing your time and killing your productivity. So just leave them outside. If you want to get plenty of work done, leave your personal phone, your personal email and your social media outside the office. Leave them in the home, and that's the only time that you can look at those. Okay, in terms of expectations, you need to keep a separation between your home and your office. In your office is where you work. And this is where you need to set up what I call a do not disturb policy. Now there are different ways of doing this. One is having an open door policy, where your door is open and people can walk in and disturb you at any time. This will kill your productivity and it's not good. So I don't recommend that you have an open door policy. Closed door policy, where your door is closed for the whole workday, 8 hours in your office, and your door is closed and you must not be disturbed under any circumstances. It might be good for productivity, but that is terrible for your mental health. So I don't recommend that you have a closed door policy either. I do recommend that you have something that I call a do not disturb policy. And what this means is that your door can be open at times when it's okay to be disturbed, you're not thinking deeply about something, and your door can be closed at times when you really don't need to be disturbed. You need to get on with something and get it done. As I'm recording this video right now, my door is closed, and my family, who are downstairs, know that I must not be disturbed right now. My door is closed. I must not be disturbed. Okay, that's fine. So this do not disturb policy, it can take many different forms. It could be either an open door and a closed door. That's the signal to your family to disturb or not disturb. You could put a do not disturb sign on the door. That's okay, that works. Other people put headphones on. If you have a common area, if you can't separate yourself in terms of an actual office, and in your living room you're just over in a corner somewhere doing your work, some people like to put headphones on, and that's the note to family to say, I've got my headphones on, do not disturb, leave me alone. And when you take the headphones off, it's, Dad, can I have my pocket money? Or whatever it happens to be. So closed door policy, I don't recommend. Open door policy, I do not recommend. I do recommend having a do not disturb policy, where certain times of the day you are available and other times of the day you are not available and you should not be disturbed. So that's the office part of it. But the home part of it, which is where your family is, this is where you have your personal time. Your personal time should not be taken in the office. It should be taken outside the office, in your home, with your family. Meals, don't have your meals at your desk. Go out, interact with your family, have lunch with them. Breaks, all your breaks, get up, walk away from your desk, walk out of your office, go downstairs or into the other room and go and have a cup of tea, have a chat with your wife, with your kids, whoever, but take your breaks away from your desk. Try to have a separation between your home and your office. Now, those lines will inevitably get blurred between home and office. There's nothing you can do about that. But if you set expectations and guide rules, most of that separation between home and office can actually work. Okay? So coming up next, in the next video, we're going to have a look at your daily routine.